excited to be joined here on TESPN Media Days by head swim coach Tim Johnson. Coach Johnson, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for having me back this year.
And how many years is this now that you've been here as part of the Trinity program?
I believe this is my 11th year with the program, 6 years as program head.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure some of our alums are watching and glad to see you're still here and still rocking the flowing hair.
Yeah.
So first thing, just want to ask about the returning talent you have in the program, both obviously on the boys and the girls side. And having talked to some of the swimmers, I know there's some big goals for this year, but who are you looking at as some of the returning leaders on the team?
On the boys side, we're really excited to see Patrick Kuzan's back. Of course, Colin Kelly definitely spent the off season training with the USA Club, so he's definitely stepped up his game big time. Of course, Will Rosen and Colin Lyons will be back as captains this year. Aiden Minovich, still a younger guy, but means a lot to the team. Hopefully after last year, it seemed like injury and then illness and kind of struggled to get through the end of the season. Hopefully he'll be back and fully healthy this season. So really excited with our returners on the girls' side. We're going to have, of course, Brooke Bailey and Marcy Mortimer as our swim captains and Julia Gardner as our dive captain. So really excited to have that senior leadership back and see how they've improved, because they definitely made a great impact last year at States. Had a great second night of finals with girls diving and girls swimming, where they pulled the team, I believe, up to fourth place in the end. So some really strong seniors coming back this year to really help out some young talent that are going to be learning the ropes in Trinity swimming and BPL LIS.
Yeah, and speaking of that young talent, who are some newcomers that you think could contribute right away this year?
On the boys' side, we hit a treasure trove of new talent this year. Sam Adelar, Cole Dameron, Josh Farnsworth, Charlie Welsh, just to name a few. Guys coming over from Nova, Poseidon, to really help out our program. Certainly good friends with Aiden. Got him here in the door, but looking at their times, we're really excited to see how they're going to mesh into our existing talent, give us a lot of flexibility heading into those postseason meets like LI or BPL and Visa, where we can hopefully make a push here and maybe make the Saints and the Cougars feel a little uncomfortable.
And then how about on the girls' side?
On the girls' side, we're looking at some younger swimmers returning. Olivia Welch, Charlie's older sister, joining the team. Looking to see how Norma McCullough, she's returning this year, really kind of came around and had a strong end of the season last year. And really kind of looking at how she's going to fit into some of those relay spots and some of those top spots in different events that were left by swimmers that graduated like Anna Murray, Caroline Roberts.
And I think a lot of people in the Trinity athletic community, or just the Trinity community period, have always looked at swim and dive as having a real culture that is pretty unique and pretty special. I mean, I've had conversations with none other than Mr. Short, Ms. Prilliman. I mean, it seems like everyone kind of recognizes that there's something special that goes on with swimming. And you now, as the person who's been here the longest for 11 years, I guess along with Wells Bridgeforth, one of your assistants who also is an alum, are kind of the keepers of those traditions and that culture. I know those things are, as a coach, sometimes hard to quantify, but how do you try and be like the keeper of tradition and culture and keep this, what's largely an individual sport, other than relays, but make it such a special team dynamic?
I think we always try to have those team bonding and team building events, whether it's something as small as a breakfast at Einstein's before meet, or just having a really good atmosphere on the bench at a home meet. We make it known that, even though there are individual events that kids are swimming, they're here to be part of a team and swim for the team. And we try to set the tone at the beginning of the year that, our home meets are team meets and everybody's out there together cheering each other on. And so that's where it starts. And when we get into our postseason meets, we get into states, it really starts to click for kids that are new to the program. But this is something totally different than anything they've done, whether it was Summer League or USA Swimming. I've had some great swimmers in the program gone off to D1 schools come back and say Trinity swimming is still the most fun thing I've ever done and meant the most to me. and that's what we just try to do is really stress that idea of the team and being part of a team. Not only this year, but you're part of a greater team. We bring back our alumni. The kids get to know our alumni, and so they begin to see themselves as not just a member of this particular team in this particular year, but as part of a much bigger program that goes on for years and years and years.
Well, that's what it's all about. Coach Johnson, thanks so much for your time. Good luck this year, and we can't wait to see how you guys do out there in the pool.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, hello, I'm here with Julia Gardner, a 4-year dive captain for our varsity dive team here. Julia, so you are the captain for the dive team. What are your kind of individual goals going through this senior season?
Mostly to have fun and to try and get the whole team to make it to states.
Yep. So with that team aspect, what are the team goals being states? Kind of how do you get involved with the whole team? Being a very individual sport, having how do you get the team bonding, kind of the high school sport feeling aspect in the dive?
I try and do a lot of team bonding events like sleepovers or escape rooms, anything of that nature, just to get the team together and really learn about one another other than on the boards. And I always try and have everyone give everyone corrections at practices and just try and talk and not just focus only on dive, because that's not what the whole sport is about.
And then how do you really improve your form, and as well as what are your kind of favorite parts about practice or kind of dive and all together?
Repetition is the main way you really fix how any correction you have to make, whether it's form or just the amount of height you get when you jump. And what was the other question?
Kind of how do you what's your favorite part about dive? Why are you doing dive in your high school senior sport?
I don't really know. I started it as a sport credit and ended up falling in love with it. I really love how the atmosphere is. It's very calm. There's not a lot of pressure, but everyone wants you to succeed.
Yeah.
And so in general, it's just fun.
All right, well, and also some fun questions. What is your pre-meet meal?
A Snickers.
Okay, pre-meet hype song.
Probably any SZA song.
Okay, and then what's your favorite pre-meet activity? Do you have a ritual?
Not really. Not really.
Well, thank you so much, Julia, and good luck to the swim and dive team. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, hello, I am Sylvia Troy here with the swim captains of our 2024 swim team here. From my right, Colin Miles, Marcy Mortimer, and Brooke Bailey. So now, guys, I'm going to ask you a question here. What are your individual goals and team goals for the season?
For me, I'm just hoping to make it into B finals for my 100 fly.
And then team goals?
We just hope to get as many people at states as possible.
Marcy?
Yeah, I would say for personal goals, definitely making finals at states, and then team-wise, have fun. We have a lot of new swimmers, so just get them excited about training to swim.
And then Brooke?
As well, make it to finals and states, and then for team goals, I say have a great team dynamic. We have a lot of new swimmers, and it'd be great to have an awesome team.
Yeah. All right. So now swimming, a very individual kind of sport. You really only have relays, kind of getting the team together. How do you guys make swim a kind of team bonding, kind of high school sport memories?
Well, the practices, they kind of hurt, but when you're all there together, you all hurt together, and it really builds your teamwork together.
Yeah.
I would say a big thing is our work at states and different meets. So hotel is a big thing, getting everybody together at one space is a good team building.
Also, I love the activities that we do outside of the pool, whether that's community service stuff or we'll do hot yoga every now and then. It's just a great way to get the team together in a different environment.
Yeah. All right. And so then, kind of, how do you guys kind of push through the season, kind of in your senior year? What are your kind of expectations out of it? Kind of, you kind of development through kind of being freshmen all the way to seniors. How have you looked at past people, and then kind of how are you the captain you are today?
Well, I always look up to the people who came before me, like the seniors that I look up to, and I just hope to be more like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say definitely last year's seniors, learned a lot from them. They had 2 years of captains, and they, I guess, showed us a lot of leadership in the team.
As well, I also look up to the captains. They were amazing last year, and they did a lot for the team. I really look up to their leadership.
I bet you guys are going to be amazing this year. I want to end off with some fun speed card questions. What is your kind of pre-meet meal?
Meal, pasta.
Pasta?
Gummies.
Probably pasta as well.
Pasta? All right. Pre-meet hype song. What gets you in the mood?
Maybe it's just some Eminem.
Eminem?
It's a baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotta say I don't have one.
That's fair.
It
All right.
depends.
That's one. What's your like pre-meet ritual? You got something that you do like superstition-wise?
Sometimes we take the cards that we give us in the relays and bite off the corners and put the corners on our cap.
Okay.
That's good.
I'd say bite the card. Definitely our little girls' team meeting. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are probably the top two. The
Yeah, for sure.
cards for sure.
Well, thank you guys so much. I wish you guys the best of luck this season, and let's go Titans.